What's up, YouTube? I hope you enjoyed that thoroughly ridiculous new intro that I have for my channel videos. It's going to be really interesting to see how many subscribers I lose just because of that idiotic 13-second intro. Anyway, I just got back an item from Collector Archive Services. It's only one, but it's pretty awesome. I sent this in for expedited grading, so it's a 7-day turnaround. I've never tried it before, but I wanted to see how it turned out. But this is a bootleg item that I bought from a seller in Spain after much negotiating. Well, actually not much negotiating, much haggling, I guess. But I didn't really have much negotiating leverage because it's a really hard to find item, but it's pretty awesome. And so I sent it in for expedited grading just to try it out. I sent it in on a Monday. They confirmed receipt of it on a Wednesday, and today is Wednesday, so in 7 days they had it back up my door graded already. So it's pretty awesome. You got to pay a lot of money for it, though. You got to pay an extra $100 to get it graded that quickly, but I wasn't about to wait for 6 months, which is their normal turnaround time for these bootleg items. So I'm going to get it out of the box here. I've already seen pictures of it, and some of my friends / viewers of my channel, they've seen some photos of it too if you follow me on Facebook. But it's a pretty awesome item, so let's take a look at it. Bear with me here. And here we are. We are back. I went ahead and put I kept the USPS box behind it, so because the gray, there's so much white space in this acrylic case that it was hard to make out what exactly it was with Admiral Thrun in the background there. But here he is. This is a 3rd generation Polish bootleg Boba Fett, where the arms and the legs are still on the factory sprue. So this is how it shows. This is all unpainted. Here's the torso here, all unpainted. So this is how it kind of came out of the factory before these items were painted. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but I believe that all these items were, for the most part, hand painted. And maybe not the 3rd generation, certainly the earlier generations. But anyway, this is a Polish bootleg 3rd generation Boba Fett. I'll put kind of the finished product next to him. This was already in my collection. You guys have seen him before, but this is what the finished product looks like, and this is what it looks like after it gets through with the manufacturing process. So, a seller in Spain had this. The arms and legs are the Polish biker arms, just like this one. Still on the factory sprue, and then an unpainted torso. And it is really difficult to find this guy. I don't know how many there are out there, but it's not easy to get people to agree to sell this, and I paid quite a bit of money for it, probably more than it's worth, to be honest with you. But I had to have it. It's one of those items that's I couldn't pass it up for my Boba Fett collection. So let's take a closer look at it. Let's see if we can get to focus here. But this is kind of how they arrived out of the factories in Poland in the early to mid 1990s. You can see the Boba Fett torso there. You can see what a great job that Collector Archive Services did with how they mounted the torso as well as all the limbs. I like the fact that they put some support for the legs, especially because they're a little bit heavier, and these sprues are very, very fragile. I'm amazed that it actually made it here from Spain without breaking off the sprue, but they did, and they made it to CAS, and then they made it back here. So I like the fact that that CAS did this, though. They did a really nice job with that. And so that's what the factory sprue looks like. I'll turn it around so you can take a look at that, but here's the back of it. You can see the rocket pack on Boba Fett for comparison. You know, that's what it looks like painted, and that's what it looks like unpainted. So, a really, really difficult item to get a hold of. And, you know, these kind of final, I don't know if it's overstock or if it's just an item that was never painted or what, but to find it still on the factory sprue like this is very difficult to do. If you go back through my channel, you'll see the one I have of the Uze, AT-AT driver, but this is the first Boba Fett Polish one I've had with this kind of style, and it's just really cool. I couldn't say no. So here is the grading label, 1990s Polish Star Wars 3rd generation Boba Fett, arms and legs on sprue, and it came back with a 90. I was shocked when it came back with that high of a score. It's the highest score they've ever gotten at CAS for one of these. So I am extremely pleased. Now, the one that they had on their website was a little light. It was a light gray rubber. And this is the dark gray, which is what you see here. So there's a number of different variants for the 3rd generation Polish bootleg Boba Fett's. There's the dark gray variant with the dark green chest. There's a light green chest with a light gray rubber variant. And then the visor can either be painted gold or black. I've never seen one kind of unpainted, but all I've seen is gold or black. And then the chest piece can either be a light green or a dark green. This looks light green, but this is actually the dark green chest. Let's see if we can get it to focus here. I think it is anyway. Yeah, dark green chest plate. So there's one that's even lighter than that comes on a lighter gray body. So this is basically the same figure. I think it's basically the same rubber. This might be the light gray. I can't tell. Let's take a look at it. Well, I might be wrong. I'm sorry. This is the light gray. So I've got the light gray rubber, and the dark gray rubber is what you see on the finished product. So I was wrong there. For some reason, I thought it was the dark gray, but. Anyway, just a really awesome piece. I'm super excited about it, and I just thought I would show it to you. I've got one other one coming next week. Well, I've got a bunch coming, but I don't know when they're going to turn around. Here's the CAS Statement of Archive for you to look at. It's a standard casing type. It's a Star Wars Vintage 3rd generation Polish bootleg. Oh, it is overstock. Okay, so they confirmed it was overstock. I assumed it was. I mean, pretty much anything still on the sprue should be considered overstock from my perspective. It's a 1990 Polish bootleg. But the fact that it came back with a 91.1, I mean, what an awesome score. It's got the photo and the grading certificate, but it was not cheap to get it graded. I mean, you've got to pay an extra $100 for just the grading of this, but to get it back in 7 days, I mean, I'm not going to complain. That's what I wanted to do. Anytime I get something that I consider, at least personally, fairly rare or fairly important, I don't want it sitting for 6 months in CAS's warehouse. So I've only done it this time, and then I've got one other one that should be coming back next week that I've done the expedited service for. I wouldn't do it for just any old bootleg or any old Kenner figure, but for figures where I've spent some money on it, or I really like, I really want to get back and not have it sitting around. That's probably what I would do. But I was very pleased with the expedited service, so I can attest that it works really, really well. I mean, it's basically got it back in 9 days, including shipping. So that is all I got. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. This is definitely my best Polish bootleg now, and I don't know if I'll be able to top this one, at least in the short term. So, thanks for watching.